There are two competing storylines here in Philadelphia beside how oppressively hot it is. And the first one, the press, I have to say most of the press did not see coming. And that is the deep wounds that remain between the Bernie camp and the Hillary camp, the dysfunction and the divisions that were kind of unleashed by the hacked emails put out by WikiLeaks, leading to the ouster of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. So after a weekend in which it was kind of, the whole convention here was kind of promoted as a pageant of party unity, it didn't turn out that way. I mean, Debbie got booed at a breakfast, and even Bernie Sanders, before the convention at an event, got booed. So he's not even in charge of his own supporters. So for my money, the best moment of the convention was the unscripted one, where Sarah Silverman, who was there to do a little comedy, just kind of said to the Bernie or Buzz people, you're being ridiculous, because at every mention of Hillary Clinton's name, and it may be a small minority, but it is you certainly can hear them, they are booing and yelling and just basically making life unpleasant. Even though the leader of their revolution, the socialist senator, is telling them, I'm behind Hillary Clinton, you should be behind Hillary Clinton, so we can stop Donald Trump. Some of them do not want to hear it. Now, the other dominant theme here is the one the party wants you to see, the big name speakers, the coming together. So you had Michelle Obama delivering a very effective, emotional speech, kind of tying her and Barack Obama's personal journey as groundbreakers to the former First Lady and how she would be a groundbreaking choice, not just for the nomination, but to live in the White House. She's lived in the White House, but this time she'd have the Oval Office. And you will see that again with Bill Clinton's speech, with Joe Biden's speech, Barack Obama's speech. There's a lot of star power here in Philadelphia. The question for the media is, how much will that tableau of unity, the facade of unity as represented by these speeches and the efforts to boost Hillary Clinton up in what remains a very tight race, how much will that be marred or overshadowed by the obvious deep divisions that remain? And here's the last point. The mainstream press basically gave two giant thumbs down to Donald Trump's convention in Cleveland. It was rocky, his speech was dark and full of fear, there was the Ted Cruz business and there was the Melania business. But apparently, much of the public didn't agree, because whether or not Trump got a bump in the polls, and these things are hard to measure, he is locked in a very competitive race with Hillary Clinton after his Cleveland convention. We'll see where things stand and where the media narrative stands when we wrap up here in Philadelphia.